Yeah.
Feel the groove.
Feel the groove.
I don't know if I want to say this on the pod, but
I used to focus only on hurts. I had many gifts, but I was my own curse. But hold up, wait a minute, stop that. I need to focus on now, not that.
Get your mind right and your money tight.
People, this is Influence, and I'm one of your hosts of What We Thinking Podcast. To my right, I got Bryson.
hello.
What's going on, Bryson?
Hello.
What's happening?
I gotta get that right. Hello.
Hello. What's up with you?
Oh man, feeling like full.
Feeling full?
Yeah, man, feeling like big. People noticing my weight gain.
That ain't great.
Shoot, I went to the doctor. I think I weighed like 251, something like that. So I do want to eat. I do want to lose weight. I'm enjoying eating.
Enjoying eating.
Crab season.
Well, that's not how you lose weight. I mean, you can still enjoy eating and be healthier, but yeah,
Yeah, I got to tap into that. This crab season has just begun.
Yeah.
The past couple weeks, me and my mom been enjoying some crabs.
Crabs it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat crabs. I'm allergic to crabs, and plus I don't like the way they taste. So.
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah. What else been going on?
Shoot. Should we get right into it?
Get into it.
Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, Thunderbolts. I saw Thunderbolts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. I was
was
surprised,
a good movie.
Pleasantly surprised, because I really wasn't that interested in it. I didn't have much interest in it at all, but my nephew wanted to see it, and I don't know. I got a little interest. Like, I've been watching Black Mirror, and I saw an episode with was it Wyatt Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw an episode with Wyatt Russell, and he was pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen him. I know when he was in Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was like, who is this dude? But then I realized I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
You know who his parents are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn and
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah. Yeah, but I've seen him in stuff, and I didn't realize I seen him in stuff because when he was in Falcon Winter Soldier, I thought it was the first time I seen him. He looked just like his dad. It's cool that they both in Marvel movies too.
Yeah,
that was.
Wait, do they have any scenes together?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, because he was in Guardians. Kurt Russell's in Guardians, and they weren't even around.
I hope they make that happen. Like,
well, Eagle did. So.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, ain't nobody really ever dead in comics.
Wait. So, am I mistaken? Was Kurt Russell? But wasn't Kurt Russell? Was he two characters or one?
Nah, he was one.
But wasn't he working with?
You thinking of Sylvester Stallone?
No, I'm talking
Probably.
about in the Marvel world. He was working with the Avengers. In the real world, he was wearing a suit and stuff. Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah, I think you thinking of somebody else. Yeah, he played Ego, the Living Planet.
Okay.
And which is Peter Quill's dad, and they killed him at the end of. Spoiler alert! I mean, if you ain't saw the end of Guardians 2, if you ain't saw Guardians 2 by now, hey. But yeah, they killed him at the end of Guardians 2.
So who's the legendary actor in the black suit that was working alongside with the Avengers? If I'm thinking of everything right.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
It's the only other there's a lot of legendary actors in Marvel.
Michael Douglas?
Yeah, Michael Douglas. That's one. And you have dude that was the head of SHIELD. Well, he was head of Hydra. I can't remember his name. That's fucked up. Sorry, dude. But we know you're a legend, though. You're a legendary actor.
Yeah, I think that is Michael Douglas who I was thinking of.
Robert Redford. That's the other legendary actor that is in Marvel. I mean, there's a lot of great actors in Marvel, but they're like legends. So,
like, I think there was actually a scene where he had to like fight. He had to. Some enemies was coming, and then it was him and some Marvel people, and he had to participate in the fight.
Michael Douglas?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm. I don't remember.
Okay.
Unless it was Ant-Man 3, Quantumanium. I mean, he fought in that. They was fighting.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was fighting in that.
I don't think.
And then Ant-Man 1 when he punched dude in the mouth, but that ain't really a fight. But I don't even know if that was him. Half the scenes probably ain't. Probably doubles.
Me and my mom was watching In the Heat of the Night.
In the heat of the night.
Heat of the night, you know. Tibbs, right? Tibbs was fighting this dude. You know, when you watch old stuff and you like, that ain't even him.
Listen, I saw one. Oh no, that was Michael Jordan's. You ever seen Michael Jordan's highlight tape? Like, he had a tape out where he used to bring out tapes all the time, like Air Jordan and you know, just highlights and little things that he would do. You know, the basketball tapes back in the day.
Yeah, come fly with me.
Yeah, come fly with me, stuff like that. Yeah. So he had one where his mom was with him. And his mom dunked.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they were trying to be funny too, you know, but the dude who played his mom, that shit was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Because when it changed, when he had to go dunk, he was like 6'5". He had a little afro. He was like, and then it came down, and then it was his mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit is wild.
I saw that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was Come Fly With Me. That was my favorite one. I used to, you ever when you was a kid, you used to have like a whole videotape memorized. Like when it come on, you could say the whole thing word for word.
Yeah.
Like a sing-along.
Listen.
I wasn't quite sure what I'd done. But you know, I just really loved that feeling.
Damn, you sound like Michael Jordan. Man, that was the good old days. I miss them tapes.
Yeah.
Because they used to be, you know, that was before N1. That was before all that stuff. So that was it. That was the only way you could really like see something like that. Like where it's a showcase of one person and all their little highlights and stuff. Like now you turn on YouTube and be like highlights, and then they probably got those tapes on there too.
Oh yeah.
But
shoot, I might have to look that up now that you said that.
Yeah.
Go back down memory lane. I used to love that.
I see people reacting to them. To you know, younger people don't know nothing about Michael Jordan. I see them reacting to those tapes.
What you think LeBron gonna do? You think he coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I was thinking
because he still ain't never really. I don't think he really got to play with his son like he want.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the only reason he come back, like I don't know.
He got 5 rings, right? I was thinking about like, okay, so what if he gets 6 rings? Like, how would the argument look now?
It ain't gonna be no difference because anybody that's, I don't think I don't think the argument's ever gonna change. Just because of the nature of everything. Like people, whoever is for Jordan, I don't think they're ever not gonna be for Jordan. Like I don't think it can ever come around to anybody being better than Jordan.
Yeah.
Stat for stat, personally, I think LeBron is better than Jordan.
You think LeBron is better? Oh, you said stat for stat.
Stat for stat and complete basketball player, he's better than Jordan. But like it's so much other stuff. It's just like having a hip hop conversation.
I don't know.
Like it's like having a hip hop conversation. Like it's so much intangible stuff that goes into that conversation with him, Kobe, LeBron, and there's other stuff that people bring into the conversation that can be. I mean, it can be relevant, but I don't think it's a big contention. Like everybody, what they're gonna say when LeBron retires is, well, he played way longer than Jordan, even though they forget Jordan played when he was 40 in his when he was on Washington. He was trash.
I mean, I don't really.
Like, what you about to say? You don't count that?
Not really. No.
And that's just what it is. Like, people gonna be like, they don't count that. Like, they don't count. He was trash, and LeBron ain't trash.
I don't know if he was trash because then he scored like 50. Like,
no, I don't remember him scoring 50.
No, I think he did. Well, I think he went off in one of them games. Yeah, he went off in one of them games.
Editing this in because Bryson is correct. He averaged 20 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 3.8 assists, which is far from trash.
Always be Mike for me, and I can't say I agree with you on. You say stat wise and as
yes, but
did LeBron dominate the league 6 seasons straight? Well,
he dominated for 20 years. Really?
No,
but that's the thing.
No, he didn't win championships. He didn't win even 6 championships, and he didn't win championships.
Yeah, but
20
championships.
Years.
I mean, championships are championships. Out of Michael Jordan's mouth himself, like he's like that don't matter.
No, it matters. It's because when players don't have them, and they're constantly teased about not.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's Jordan was saying like that's a mute point. Like
at the time I was coming up, it was Mike, and he was just like fascinating to watch.
Yeah, I mean that's the truth. Like nobody can take away from that. But that's part of the intangibles. At that time, I know a lot. I know a couple people from Detroit, and shout out to Eric. He's like, nah, I just know what we did to Jordan. So he's like, he always says that. He's like, I know, I witnessed the shit where we fucked Jordan up every year. Like he couldn't get past them for a long time until they got the pieces that Jordan needed. That's the other thing I always tell people. I'm like, Jordan was in losing, like. He didn't come in like LeBron and totally change the game. It took time for him.
You said LeBron came in totally changed the game?
Yeah, LeBron came to a team that was 30 and 90 and turned into a 60 and 20 team. Like first season.
Yeah, but
straight out of high school with nobody.
Went 7 years without winning the championship.
Yeah, there was a reason for that. Because he didn't have zero people. He turned them into a winning team though for the foreseeable future until he left, and there was a reason he tried to stay there. About it.
Jordan stayed on the Bulls. He ain't go and try to join, the star, other stars. They was the ops. He ain't go try to join the ops. He stayed with the Bulls.
No, the ops joined him.
He stayed with
That's
the Bulls.
Thing. Like they came and joined him. Like he still needed people, and that's the thing. Like if you're in a, that's why I never respect that argument, because if you're on a team and they're not giving you nothing, like Jordan knew. Jordan was running that shit.
No,
Jordan was running. He had just as much say as anything once that team got to a certain point.
Here's another part of the argument. Role players joined Jordan. The stars of the team didn't all conglomerate on one team.
Well, those role players would have been stars on different teams. That's the thing. Like Scottie Pippen is a star on any other team.
But
fucking Dennis Rodman is a
but what I'm saying is a
star. Period. Now
there were stars. This is what happened with LeBron. There were stars. They got together. Back then, it wasn't like they were stars and then came to the Bulls, and we all stars on the Bulls. Like so I mean Rodman. I think Rodman became a bigger star on the Bulls.
Yeah, because of Michael Jordan. Like
okay, so
I'm saying visibility, not his skills. Like he has skills coming.
Right.
That's why they brought him there.
Right.
Like and Cleveland wasn't doing that. Like that's why he left.
Right.
Like,
but
Cleveland
but
wasn't.
Mike ain't never
that.
do nothing like with Bosh and Wade and LeBron all on one team, or with Steph and KD and He never did nothing like that.
No,
like he
think
stayed with that team.
I don't think that matters
until that team got better. And you talk about Detroit.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
why Mike put on that extra weight when he got all big.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he stayed on there. Like Cleveland wasn't getting any better. Like he stayed there as long as he could, asking for
True,
people.
yeah. I don't knock LeBron.
He stayed there as long as he could, asking for people.
I don't knock him for that. But when you trying to say he better than Jordan, I got to speak.
I said fundamentally, he's a better basketball player than Jordan. Oh, I'm not saying I'm not taking anything just because you say that. It doesn't mean like I'm taking stuff away from Jordan. I'm just saying LeBron's the most complete basketball player I've ever seen. Period. Like, and it's one of the reasons he gets so much criticism for last second shots, because he'll pass the ball, because he'll make the most, and that's the only place where I hated that.
But that's not complete.
But that is complete, because if he can't
close it out himself.
It ain't that he can't close it out. But
if he don't do it,
he's making the best possible basketball play. Like Jordan was a ball
where he lacks.
Like Jordan was a ball.
If he can't complete in the clutch, that's a thing.
No, it's not him not being able to compete in the clutch.
Steph does that.
But it's not about him not being able to complete in the clutch.
Can he do it?
Yes, and he's done it in the past. It's not him competing in the clutch. It's in the clutch he making the best possible basketball play that he can make, where somebody like Jordan or Steph or somebody else don't care. Like they don't care if they double team. So they don't care if and that's just not the mentality of LeBron.
When making that best decision, did it always turn out right?
No, because of somebody else. Like if you make the best possible decision and the person's wide open and he misses the shot, how you blame LeBron for that? Like that's what I never understood. Like how you blame LeBron for that? Like he made the best possible. He was double teamed, triple teamed sometimes, so he passed it to the open person. Open.
Was there any situation where LeBron could have took control, could have took that shot?
There's a lot of situations where he did. I mean, and I'm sure it hurt him to do, because he's like, listen, this game is easy. But the thing that I don't think LeBron ever, one of the things I don't think LeBron kind of understood in his career is the fact that everybody ain't LeBron. Like there's only one LeBron. And I don't think he understood that. You know, he was looking at trusting his teammates. And he got it later on. And there's plenty of highlights of him taking the last shot. Like plenty. You can look it up on YouTube.
I just want to say I don't knock LeBron at all. I like LeBron James. It's just when it comes to comparing him to Jordan. Just for me, it's always Jordan.
No, I hear you.
Jordan. So that's where the pushback comes from.
See, I
grew up on Jordan.
Yeah, I did too. Like, I mean, I watched Jordan. Like I seen him come into the league. Like I was watching basketball religiously when he first came into the league. Like, I was watching even before that. So yeah, I mean, Jordan's always gonna be my guy if we talking basketball. But as a objective observer, LeBron's just the most complete basketball player I've ever seen. So, and like I said, there's a lot of intangibles that come with that.
Let me ask you this. And this is not a knock to LeBron James or nothing like that, because I haven't necessarily experienced it, and I don't know if but is LeBron James as exciting to watch as Jordan was?
To me, he is, and you can say, I can understand people saying he was, I can say that, because he is 40 years old and been in the league for 15 years, 2050 years. So, these days he's not as exciting to watch. I mean, he's still, He still has bursts that are super exciting, especially at his age. Like some of those playoff games, I saw, I was like, oh shit, like that. He was the only person getting me hyped in those playoff games, which is probably why they lost, because he would take over the game, but they were playing him the whole fucking game, like playing 40 minutes a game, like at his age is crazy to me. Like that's crazy, and he's tired. If people don't. People, he might look like he ain't. He's still putting up 25 a game, like all that shit. Still like averaging the most on his team. Shit like that is wild at his age, but he's still getting tired. And people don't, so I can definitely say that he's not as exciting to watch, but he was when he came in the league. Like, I think people forget because it's so long ago. This high school dude.
I think what I can say now is that I can't objectively judge Jordan versus LeBron. Like, I was there when I was younger. I was there watching every game I could find of Jordan. Like,
Yeah, me too. But I can be objective.
But when Jordan retired, like,
Jordan's still my favorite player.
I didn't watch basketball like that no more. Like the closest thing after Jordan retired.
I stopped for a little while too. I stopped watching for a little while, but I got back into it.
I got back in a little bit when Cleveland and Golden State was going back. They kept meeting in the finals every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like and even then I wasn't watching it so much as like listening to it on the radio and stuff. But yeah, so I can't really be objective. Like I like LeBron, like, but like I guess I remember how Jordan made me feel, how I wanted to be like Mike. You know what I mean?
I mean that's relevant, and I think that's part of the intangibles that I talk about in this discussion. Like it's just stuff that like that will put him ahead. Especially if you are from a different era.
Yeah.
And you didn't really watch this era. Like right. I can say, I was an avid watcher of basketball until the last couple of years, where I watched everything, all games, especially playoffs. Like when playoff time came, I watched every single game that was broadcasted, or every game that I could. So I've been a fan forever, and I feel what you're saying. Like Jordan's Jordan, and there was nothing like Jordan before Jordan. People can say it's some greats. Don't get me wrong, but when Jordan came in the league, like it was different. Not even when he came in. Like later on, it was different.
There may be some people, older people, that may say there's some older people that ain't nothing like them.
Yeah.
They may not look at Jordan
people
the
be
same.
like Bill Russell.
Yeah. Just Kareem.
11 rings is wild.
Yeah.
But again, just because he got 11 don't make him better than Jordan. Just because he got 11 rings, I don't think he's better than Jordan.
I don't know, like
Bill Russell.
I think because somebody older might could come in here and have an argument.
Yeah, they could have an argument.
Like you wasn't there, young buck. You wasn't there.
Looking at their skills.
I was in the stadium.
Yeah,
they ain't used to show the games back in the day.
Yeah, huh? I said you can be in the stadium all you want, but objectively speaking, I mean, if you look at their fundamentals, not taking anything from Bill Russell though. I mean, Bill Russell was a beast. But he was big as fuck too, and all that stuff play into it. That's why it's hard to compare eras anyway.
You know who's exciting though, and like I say, and none of this. I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. I'm sure I watched LeBron and enjoyed watching LeBron. Steph Curry is exciting. Steph Curry, like.
He's exciting to me sometimes. Sometimes the game is boring to me. But it's I think he's exciting to watch towards the end of the games when they are on the line, like when the game's on the line, because of how he can change the game. Unfortunately, he got hurt this year, so their team got fucked up. Their team looked like, it's crazy. I mean, they wasn't that good anyway. Like, they barely made the playoffs anyhow with Steph, but without him, they look like a fucking bad high school game. Look like a bad high school team. Mm-hmm. Watching the game.
Are they still in it?
No. No, they got put out 4-1.
My opinion is somebody who don't really watch basketball no more. I just remember some years ago when Steph changed the game.
I mean, he did. I think, for one, Steph's name is not brought up enough in that the greatest conversation.
Yeah. I was in Massachusetts. I was joking with one of the guys.
Yeah,
I was joking with these guys at the warehouse, and I was like, "Oh, are y'all about to get swept?" And one dude was like, "No, we won the game." And then the other dude was like, "You can leave now."
Listen, they don't be playing with their teams, man.
To the one guy, I said, I just said, I didn't know the Knicks were that good. And he was like, they're not. He said, we just suck.
Nah, they good. He just trying to downplay it because they getting their shit rocked. Or they were. I hope because the Celtics playing better without Tatum.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's wild. Actors. But yeah, what you thought of the Thunderbolts?
I thought I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I went to see it, and I was sitting in the theater, and as I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this is really good. This is just good." And I think I would give it like maybe a 4.25 out of 5 stars.
That high? Damn.
Yeah, and only that low because. Well, that high, only not more, not higher, because no spoilers, right?
No, it don't matter. It's been out a couple weeks.
There's a
spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen. I don't know where you can fast forward or try, but
there's a scene towards the end of the movie where it's like the different rooms of shame, having to do with what's his name?
Void.
Yeah. And so although I think that part is really important, I think it's a touching part, it's a part that people can relate to. That whole thing of, being at that point in one's life where they're just going through the motions, they're not really happy, they feel a void or depression. Yeah. I related to that. And I think the part coming out of the rooms was really important when what's her name? The main character?
Yelena?
Yeah, when she grabs onto him and just says, "I'm here."
Yeah.
I think that was really important, and they all did that. And they all came out of that place. So I think that was important, but what happened was the movie was building action, like fat stuff. Like, that's an old 90s word, fat. I'm bringing it back, but just like awesome stuff, cool stuff, like, and then it slowed down at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of like, that's why I wouldn't give it higher than 4.25.
Yeah, see, I gave it, well, I did 1 to 10, so I gave it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only reason I gave it a 7 was some of it didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie at all. Like 7 is a good score.
Mm-hmm.
Like I gave Captain America 8.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, but I loved a lot of it though. I think it was a great showing of just human a human
Yeah.
story for one,
Yeah.
but showing also like regular humans can relate to it,
Yeah.
but showing like how these heroes are real people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like people don't even think. Even the ones with powers, they're just human beings. They may be enhanced, they may be whatever, but they still have the same emotions as everybody else, and they still go through stuff. Sometimes more, because you seen Yelena, how like she's just doing her job, going through the motions, just killing people, doing whatever, and it was, no fulfillment in her life at all, and with her family issues, all that stuff played into a part. And I think, like you said, a lot of people can relate to that and being in. And I just think Void, he went through a lot of stuff because, like how you saying in the beginning, like he wasn't special or anything. Like why, I don't know why, I'm here or whatever. Like, and even he seemed to think about killing himself a couple times, and like I think that was powerful. I love how they did him, Sentry Void, because I personally, when I saw that he was going to be in the movie, when I saw the previews, I don't know if people that didn't know comics probably didn't know who that was, but I knew who it was from the first trailer. And I was like, I don't know how they're going to do that shit, because he's so powerful that I think they did it perfect doing it like this. Especially he was just getting his powers. He don't know where his powers are going to go. Eventually I think he can control Void and not bring him out, but I think he does come out sometimes. And it's weird because he's a bad guy, good guy. Like I don't even, they say anti-hero, but I don't even consider him an anti-hero, because when he's Sentry, he's a good guy. And when he's Void, he's a bad guy.
I don't know. He was whooping their asses at Sentry.
Oh yeah, like
I love that scene.
He has to go. I think he had to go through that. Yeah, and I think they showed that really well. Like they showed how easy it is for him, because he has so many powers: telekinesis, flight, strength. Like,
how do you think the old Avengers would have fared against him?
They would have got fucked up too.
Thor?
He might have ripped Thor in half like he did Ares. Who knows? I mean, they would have put up a fight, but he's so strong that, I think he might have beat Thanos.
Sentry or Superman?
That's the age-old question. Like, that's what they always talk about.
Is Sentry's Marvel Superman?
One of them.
Did they bite?
I don't know, because I'm not sure who came first, because both comics bite everything. Okay. I'm assuming Superman was first. Superman's like one of the first superheroes. So I would assume he is.
Oh, that's what he really looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't like the outfit at first.
I mean, it does look, I didn't think they got it exactly right. It does look cheesy, but that's what it is, with the big belt.
What are the parts that didn't hit for you?
I don't know. The pacing was weird to me sometimes. Even though I enjoyed it, like I'm it's hard for me to explain. Because when I left the movie theater, I definitely want to see it again. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the movies to see it again. If I'm gonna wait for it to come out here. I want to see it in IMAX
because I saw it in 3D. And that was
IMAX
cool.
3D?
No, I saw it in
regular 3D.
No, I saw it. It was XD, Real D, 3D.
Okay,
so I had the glasses on, and that was cool. I do think they should like get some glasses that like cover all everything. Of this. Yeah. That's
why I don't like. I like my 3D here because it does have the wraparound, so it can block the light out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sometimes get a headache in the movie theater, so I don't like doing it no more. I used to like it, but because they had it was in IMAX 3D too, at Cherry Hill.
It's cool seeing things in the foreground in the 3D, but then in the background it looks kind of blurry.
Yeah, that's how it always is.
Okay, but in IMAX it's not like that.
No, it's like that.
It is.
It's 3D. Yeah, 3D is like
not regular IMAX.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, unless depending on how the shot was, because if you're shooting faces or whatever, the background's gonna be blurry. But or depending on what shot, like you can shoot a person and the background's always gonna be blurry.
It was interesting because I was watching one scene. It's like it should look like this, but in 3D, it's like there's one dude standing here and there's other dudes standing here and here and here and here, and it's like, wow, they really look like it's 3D.
3D
like,
space.
Yeah,
That's 3D.
but shouldn't it look like that even if you?
No, because it's not 3D.
Right.
That's the point of 3D. It's in a 3D space. But yeah, I don't know that. I'm trying to think of some of the intangibles that, or maybe it is intangible. That's my favorite new word today. Yeah, like the some of it. And it wasn't like it bored me or anything. Like I didn't get bored at any time. I don't know, just the pacing was kind of, it seemed off to me. Even how also them wasting Taskmaster was a crime, man.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like that.
Like I was pissed off because one of the reasons I was pissed off is because Marvel did their favorite things, and in the trailer when they're all standing in the tower, it's all of them. But in the movie, it was Taskmaster was out of here. So, and I don't know why they did that. Like it didn't make sense to me. Like they could have figured it out. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. Like it seemed like they just wanted to insert her one more time and then get rid of her, like not to use her. And I have no idea why.
She just had a messed up life.
Yeah, like
to just end like
just
that.
To die.
Yeah.
In like I said, it didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make any sense to me. So it that threw me off. Cause I thought she was gonna come back alive. I thought maybe it was fake or I don't know. But I was like, oh, I guess she really did. Like they really just killed her just like that. It just shot her. And I don't know if they're gonna reboot Taskmaster. Maybe they were hearing everybody get upset, so they're like, all right, we're gonna bring in the real Taskmaster, or not the real, the person in the comic who's Taskmaster, because it's a guy.
Okay.
And, I don't know. Maybe they'll do that because the technology's still in there. No, they burned it up. Never mind. It ain't still in there. That shit gone with her.
It's a lot to consider, like, because I was just thinking about that. Now, at the end, not to interrupt you, because I do want to hear what else. Oh, you done?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I ain't done, but
I wanted to say a few things. One, can you Google, please, the name of the actress who plays, what's her name?
Who, Yelena?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's good in other stuff.
She was my favorite character in the Black Widow movie. She just her energy feels good.
She has that. Like she's great. Like she's just a great
And see if you see this. She's like a female Van Damme to me. She looks like Van Damme to me. She acts like Van Damme to me. She talks like Van Damme. She probably is a better actor than Van Damme, but
I don't know. I don't see that.
You don't see yeah. Somebody out there can relate.
I mean, she's from the same place that Van Damme is.
She is? She's from, I think.
I mean, in the movie, ain't he Russian?
He's from Brussels, I think. Brussels.
Oh.
I don't want to say the wrong country, but Brussels. They call him the muscles from Brussels. And I think he speaks some French.
Okay. Yeah, Florence Pugh. I couldn't remember her name.
I want to see her in other stuff because
she's been in a lot of stuff. She's good.
But I love her as that character.
Yeah, I do too. I'm glad they brought her in. I think you could say this was her movie, really.
Yeah. You don't see it at all.
What?
She don't look like Van Damme to you. Talk like Van Damme. Act like Van Damme.
I don't see it.
She's like female Van Damme to me. Like,
yeah, I don't see it. I mean, only because she's fighting, but
no, I'm just talking about
else.
Looks.
And I mean, she got an accent.
Yeah,
like
the way she talks.
But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. But then again, I ain't seen Van Damme in 40 years.
I used to watch.
So
Well,
when I was 10, I used to watch. I used
mean,
to watch him.
For years, I watched I used to watch everything.
Yeah, I loved him, but I ain't watched nothing in 30 years. Like, really.
But you remember, right? You remember.
I remember, but it's not ringing a bell.
You don't
for
see
me.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
The other thing is, they were saying at the end. So the name changed.
Yeah, the new
Avengers,
which has been changed everywhere, so people know.
and it's like, I was skeptical coming into this movie, like, oh, do they deserve that? But the thing about it is, I really like them, right? I really like this team, and I think
I'm mad at Bucky though, but go ahead.
Why?
Because he's not being a good friend to Sam.
Oh,
but that's Bucky. That's their MO though. That's their MO.
Well, who knows? Like, will they all merge?
Yeah, that was my point. I think they may at one point. I mean, there were two teams. There were the Avengers and the New Avengers and the Young Avengers, which they are making the Young Avengers, but eventually they have to merge. But see, the New Avengers had Wolverine on it. Like, it was so. This is different. Bucky was on the New Avengers. But like it was like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Winter Soldier. It was a bunch of people.
But they can still do that, right?
I mean, they could. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I don't know if they're gonna combine them to like the Avengers and they had Avengers West Coast, so that could happen. But I think the Wasp and Ant-Man was on Avengers West Coast. And are they on the West Coast? Yeah, they are on West Coast. They're in San Francisco. Wow. Yeah, so I just put two and two together now. So I think they're still in San Francisco. So they could do the Avengers West Coast too. But
that don't really make sense to me. The Avengers are supposed to be for the world. Like, you know
but you're on the East Coast. Like, the only person that's going to be able to get to trouble on the West Coast is Thor and Doctor Strange. Like, that's it. There's just gonna be two of them going to the West Coast because the rest of everybody else gotta either fly. Tony's gonna take some time. He's not as fast as Thor.
Jet?
Yeah, but how long that shit gonna take? 6 hours? Motherfucker, building's gonna be done by then.
They got to have somebody that can be like, all right, well, everybody go. Here's my magic. Everybody go. We there.
Yeah, that Doctor Strange could do that.
Right. Okay.
Doctor Strange could do that, but I mean, like, are you gonna do that and then leave this side open, or you just gonna have a whole nother team to handle business on the other side of the world, or the other side of the United States, not the world.
I see it.
But and then you got what's the British? Because then you got Captain Britain and all those. It's not really Avengers, but it's a team like the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Excalibur, that was their team.
Okay.
Because there's like Nightcrawler, Captain Britain, I think. What's Captain Britain on there? I don't know. I'll be confusing. I haven't been into comics like in it in a long time. So I'll be confusing.
You got a lot of knowledge.
My shit is
I don't know all of that you know about.
I'll be forgetting. Sometimes it's better that you don't, because then you don't have any expectations at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though I go into movies open and try not to have zero, like this movie, I wasn't really into the Thunderbolts or the New Avengers. I had some of their comics, but like I wasn't into them. And I think the Thunderbolts were Ross's team. I think he made them, and the way they did it now, with the events of like he in jail, so I mean they might let him out. I think he's gonna be on the New Avengers, or on Avengers, the New Avengers team that Sam's making up.
Okay.
Because I think that's why Sam went to see him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If he learns how to control it, I think he'll be on there as a Red Hawk. I don't know though. They're going. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna put that in the world. Cause I don't know how much longer. Not saying he's gonna pass away, but saying I don't know how much longer he wants to do it. Like he's old.
Harrison Ford?
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Yeah, I could. My brain again. But yeah, like I don't know how long I would want. I guess maybe till he died. Like he might be into acting like that. Like maybe he's like, listen, I'll do this shit until I can't move no more. Like that's cool, but if not, like how much longer he gonna want to be in these movies? You know, because he still got to do stuff. Even though when he's Hulk, it's CGI, so maybe they'll pitch it like that, and it's less. It may be less strain on him, you know, to where he don't have to fly all over the place.
I hope the original Captain America, the super soldier that went to jail. I hope he becomes an Avenger.
Yeah, who knows? Because he's up there too. I mean, he's still strong. He still could do it. So who knows if they're gonna?
He's like,
because he might be like, man, fuck this. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Like,
oh yeah,
I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Every time I fuck with y'all, I go to jail. Like, both times, like, because he was chilling for 30 years. Like he was, you know, he was like once Bucky sent him up or whatever, or I don't, you know, I guess he helped, but like that was it. He's like, I ain't doing nothing, and then as soon as he come out of shadows, he fucking right back in jail. Like, listen, damn, it's storming here. Yo, that shit was like a tornado here.
It was a tornado warning.
Like it blew my chairs off my deck. I was like, that shit almost hit my window. I'm glad it didn't. Some more money I ain't got.
So I was joking with my mom. I said, "Don't worry, it's just the aliens. They just arrived."
Don't worry, it's just the aliens. Come on, aliens.
But yeah, that guy, he was one of the best parts of that movie.
Oh, the dude.
What's his? No, we talking about Captain America now. Brave New World. What's his official like character name or title? Because you called him the first Captain America, original super soldier, right?
Bradley. He don't have a title.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that movie already. But as far as the name change, the New Avengers, it's like I was telling you, I like the Thunderbolts name better. It has significance to the movie and to the characters, and I like it. I like it. It's cooler to me. But
I don't like it either. But I don't like the New Avengers either.
Yeah, but I can understand the cachet that comes with that name.
Yeah. And the fact that you know they were on, like, that was the team. Some of it. Some of them were on the team. Ironheart's coming out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, I'm excited for that. I hope it does well, even though they're not promoting it.
When's it come out? It's gonna be on Disney Plus.
June 24th. Yeah.
Disney Plus, okay.
June 24th. Yeah, I think it's great. She had a good comic run. I would just implore people to look into her backstory and her comic run. If you saying you ain't here for it or whatever. I know some people just ain't gonna be here for it because they just ain't here for it. But we know how that go.
I'm here for it, like, because one reason is it brings back some of that Iron Man, you know, energy and like the, you know, her suit is like an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, basically it's the same tech.
Yeah.
She just, you know, she made it, whatever. But yeah, it's the same tech. And I don't know how the movie's gonna go. Like, I don't know if she's getting help. Maybe she'll get help from the Wakandas to make a better one. I mean, and she already has a better one, but I don't think I can't remember at the end of Black Panther. I don't think they let her take it. I don't think they let her take that suit.
Okay.
For whatever reason. But I don't know. Maybe they'll give it back. It might have been, so maybe that's why they let her take it. But maybe they'll say fuck it and give it to her, or she'll make a new one. I mean, I know it's different. Like the trailer's out, so check the trailer out. But I know it's different in the trailer. Some of them are different, and it's gonna be just like Iron Man. Like, she's gonna make better ones. But like the one in Black Panther, that was her first one. The first one that she, when they were in the garage. And then when she was in Wakanda, that's like kind of like the second iteration. But yeah, eventually, I guess it's gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do, but eventually she'll have one just like him, like really flat, really like form fitting. It won't be as bulky as it was.
I got a question. Some of these characters from Disney Plus, the Marvel shows, are they going to show up in the movies?
Yeah,
and be main characters in the movies.
I don't know if they're going to be
parts of the teams.
I don't know if they're going to be main characters, but they did say that they would.
Because what's his name? The character that Wyatt Russell plays. He went from
U.S. agent. Yeah,
he went from the show. Now he's one of the team.
Yeah. I mean, he did.
Yeah.
Obviously. But we got Daredevil, Punisher. They all supposed to. She-Hulk.
Don't ever forget about She-Hulk.
They're all supposed to be. Of course, Hawkeye. I'm mad. Hawkeye season 2 ain't coming out because Marvel want to stiff him. You saw them talk about it.
No, what happened?
They was paying him half the money. Like they wanted to pay him half of what he got for the first season.
Yeah,
and he was like,
"Why?
Not even equal to what I'm getting. Like I want more.
Yeah,
but you're not even gonna give me equal." He's like, "Why? Because I'm half a person." He's like, because I got crushed by a thing." Yeah. He was like, "Why?" He said, "I'm still good." He said, I'm still doing my stunts."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm still doing everything." He said, I don't know why." He said he never understood. And it's funny because I know he wanted to blast them. What the fuck is going on? I know he wanted to like blast them, but he was being professional because he started talking and then he was like, it's somebody up in the seat just sitting up there not knowing anything saying here's his arbitrary number. Like he wasn't trying to like talk bad about like Kevin Feige or anybody. He was just like, somebody telling them what to do. He said, he said, but fuck no. He's like, not even no. He's like, fuck no. He said, he said, I love the character, but I know my worth. Which sucks. And that seems to be their MO, which is insane to me. All that money they got. They should just be throwing money at these people to keep these characters around. Especially if these people want to play them, because so many of them had said they wanted to stop playing them. Oh. Yeah, but did you watch Hawkeye?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Marvel shows. No, it's not a popular opinion. Even though it's not the worst Marvel show, even among people that think all this shit is bad. But I just think it's one of the better ones. Also, it's a great Christmas watch because everything happens around Christmas.
Okay.
The whole thing is basically Christmas theme. I consider it a Christmas show.
I know you wanted to talk about the second Superman trailer.
Yeah, second Superman trailer sticking to superheroes. Did you watch it? Did you see it?
I think I did see it.
Oh,
I think I saw part of it. It was like he was showing more personality.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
Like that's my favorite part. Is the fact that he's a little emotional about stuff. And I know there's been people saying that they didn't like that, but I think it's great. It's a great thing to show because he is human. Not human, but he is human. Like he was raised by humans.
Okay.
So
yeah,
he has all the personality traits of humans, which is on his personality, him being upset, him saying, having kind of a God complex. Like I'm saving people. Like that's what the fuck I'm doing. Like that's what I do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Like not understanding some of the consequences that can come from that or anything. So I think that's great. I think that was a great trailer. That's like the main point to me in the trailer was that they showed more of that.
I think I remember like to where they were like, wasn't they charging him or wanting to arrest him or something for saving people?
Yeah.
I didn't get it myself.
Collateral damage and stuff. I guess they're like you can't and operating, which they've always dealt with this, like operating outside of the United States as a U.S. citizen, even though, I mean, ain't nobody gonna tell him what to do. Like, technically. You're not, well, Lex Luthor and Kryptonite, if he has Kryptonite and all that stuff, that's part of the reason why the government goes to Lex, because they know they don't have anything. I don't know if that's going to be the story here. A lot of times that's the story, because he has the Kryptonite and they want him to make something just in case. And usually he's trying to kill Superman. Like, nah, not just in case. We got to get rid of him. I even like the campiness of some of it, which was from the other trailer too, with having Crypto. Like, that's one of the biggest things to me that I'm like, damn, they've never did Crypto in live action. I don't even know if any of the shows or anybody. I'm sure they probably thought it was too kiddie or too weird to do. Just like how people thought it was too weird for Rocket Raccoon for them to do that. And James Gunn, which ironically, same person, was like, nah, fuck that. We leaning all the way into this shit.
I mean, honestly, like, when I don't think I liked it.
And Rocket's one of my favorite characters.
When I saw that first trailer, I don't think I was into it. You know, it did seem, a little more, like you said, campy. But I'm interested in this movie. I want to ask you, you would know, did Superman face this type of stuff, like people trying to govern him?
Yeah.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's always, yeah. I mean, even Man of Steel, that was a contention.
But it's like, you can only govern him if he agrees. Like, you can't really,
That's the point. Like, that's the point. Just like in Man of Steel, when they had him handcuffed and bringing him in.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, and Lois said, you let him handcuff you? Like, whatever, make him feel better. Like, and then when he got upset, because he could see him behind the mirror, when he was behind the mirror, he's just like, and he got up. And they just got him handcuffed. He's like it was paper. Like, it wasn't nothing.
But my thing is, and maybe there'd be more detail in the movie. I didn't necessarily, you said collateral damage, but they ain't necessarily show that in the
they ain't show it,
trailer.
But if he's destroying buildings, even if ain't nobody in there, if he's fighting, something's getting destroyed. Like, shit's getting destroyed if he's fighting. That's one of the reasons Bruce, I mean, that fight caused a lot of deaths and damage in the Man of Steel. When him and Zod fought. Like, they was going through buildings and fucking
fire,
up the whole. Yeah, that shit was dope.
That's like one of my favorite Superman movies. Like,
yeah, definitely. I don't know what people be saying when they be like, that sucks. Nah.
that
Man, it's still the best Superman movie. I mean, feeling wise, and see, this is like, feeling wise, the first Superman with Christopher Reeves is like one of my favorites, but Man of Steel is my favorite, like, Superman movie.
Like, and then, like, even with the what you call them, Zod, and when they came, like, was crazy. When they was fighting,
I love the way Man of Steel looks.
Yeah,
I know some people didn't like it, but I love the way they convey how fast they are, how strong they are, like, just showing that shit and the destruction. Like, people be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I know some people didn't like it because of the destruction. And I'm like, what the fuck you think would happen?
Right.
Like, if this dude as strong as Superman punches Superman, where you think he going? Like, he's gonna go through a building. Like, he's gonna go far through shit. And he ain't gonna stop.
I was skeptical of this actor from the first trailer, but watching the second trailer,
that's the other thing. Like, I watching the second trailer. And I normally only watch the first trailer. I try not to watch other trailers, but I couldn't help it. I saw it everywhere, so I was like, let me click on it. And when I finally watched it, I'm like, yeah, like, I like him. I like him.
Yeah,
like, I wasn't sure about him either when I first saw it, but I was gonna give it a chance. Still, I'm not one of these people that's just like, oh, I hate it. It fucking sucks. Like, you ain't even seen it yet. Yeah. Like, you seen a piece of a trailer. Like, they didn't even have a full trailer out. And you're like, it fucking sucks.
Thunderbolts now has me looking forward to, what's it called? Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah.
Like, just because it's a Marvel. It's a just because it's a Marvel production. Like I just have confidence in them. Like they're gonna do it right.
The one thing I ain't like is how they with this movie, and I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but like they kind of shit on Captain America: Brave New World, like with their promotion and stuff, because they're like, "Oh, this is the best Marvel movie since Endgame." Like that was all their promotion, and also they were like, "This is the," they said all types of stuff that was kind of like that, and they didn't. Oh, the best Marvel movie since Endgame. That was one. One was Marvel's back. Like I see the promotion is like Marvel's back. We know we've been slacking the last, whatever, but this is it. This is the movie that brings us back. And I'm like, damn, you just had a movie 2 months ago, like Captain America.
Do you feel like even in the movie at the end, it was a little those were kind of little shots, like when they were talking about Sam got the copyright for the name.
Yeah, like it was weird to me. And maybe that's why, maybe they're building up the rivalry, and maybe it's all planned to build up that rivalry. Yeah. And then they're gonna probably eventually have to work together or something. Like fuck the rivalry. But I don't know. I don't know if that was their plan and that's the reasoning. But it just rubbed me the wrong way from the beginning.
How did Captain America: Brave New World do?
I mean, it did great.
Oh, okay.
It did great, but I don't know by standards. Like I don't know what it did by standards like now.
Side note, I wonder where Sinners numbers is now.
415 worldwide right now.
That's pretty good, ain't it? What was the budget?
Yeah, that's 180. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Their budget was 182. What's up with the 180? Well, marketing is 100 million and the budget was 180, so like 280. That's the same thing with Brave New World though.
Okay.
Marketing was like 100, but
what they did?
272.
Okay. But yeah, I'm sure that they're gonna do more.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do more than that.
I don't know why they would. Yeah, I'm confused too about that marketing, about them marketing that way.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. Like it felt like it was competing with their own movie, and like I said, maybe that's their plan to make it feel like that, and then they're gonna have to come together later, and I mean eventually they're gonna have to come together when Doom comes. But
Sam is basically like part of the old Adventures, and right.
Well, he is, but he's the only member of the old Avengers right now. I'm sure there'll be some comeback. Like I don't know if they're ever going.
Well, Bucky wasn't a part of it, but he was there. He was in the. He was.
I mean, he was at the. Everybody in Endgame was an Avenger, but
they were.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody in Endgame, the whole Endgame, whole Bucky fight at the end, they were all Avengers.
Oh, okay.
So they all were Avengers.
Okay, so there's still some left, and then like the Black Panther world, like we'll see where that goes, I guess.
Yeah, I think it. I almost certain it's gonna be his son.
Okay, I gotta stop looking at Snapchat for they'll post stuff like they'll say, okay, Michael B. Jordan's gonna play Black Panther next.
Yeah, I don't know. They might. They might get him. I mean, that's his boy. I'm sure they're gonna get Ryan again. Yeah, I can't see them not doing that. Like, why would they? That's the formula. So, why would they fuck that up? But you never know. I don't know if he'll be doing something else, or I'm sure he'll rearrange his schedule to do that. But yeah, they could get Michael B. Jordan.
Would that fit?
But it would be his. He would be playing his son. Oh no, they couldn't do that. That's Killmonger.
The character is dead, so unless they bring him. No.
Yeah, Killmonger's dead. Yeah. Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, that's null and void.
Oh yeah. What's the name? What's it called? Multiverse.
Yeah, they could do that. They could do that, but I think they're trying to get away from doing stuff like that, even though it's still happening.
When is
not that they don't? I don't think they want to do so much of it. You know,
when is Miles coming back? How many years has it been?
Miles
Morales.
Oh, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming out in 2028, I think.
When did the last movie come out?
Last year.
Was that last year or the year before?
Oh, it could have been a year before.
I feel like it's been so long.
Yeah, they announced it the other day. I think I sent it to you. There is a new Spider-Man coming out. And the girl from the bear, the woman from the bear. Let me look it up. Brand New Day. That's the movie.
Okay.
That's the new Spider-Man.
When that come out?
2026. But they just cast somebody that people think is gonna be Rio Morales. I don't think it's gonna be her, but it could be.
Who's Rio Morales? His mom?
Miles' mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's cool too. She's really down there. Liz Colon Zayas.
Okay.
Colon Zayas. Lisa Colon Zayas. I hope I'm saying that right. And not the only thing I think, no offense to her, but I think she's too old for real. Unless they gonna have it like multiverse, and because there's different stories of Miles. You had the multiverse one where Peter dies and he becomes Spider-Man. Then you have the one where he comes into the main universe, 616, and that's how he gets here. And there's all types in between. There's a lot of different things. He's always a new Spider-Man. Unless they're gonna make him an older Spider-Man, like he's been Spider-Man for a while, and he's coming in, then she's fine. But if he's supposed to be a new Spider-Man, he's young. He's supposed to be young. Like his mom wasn't that old. Like his mom and dad, they was probably in their 30s. So
yeah.
But yeah, she's a great actor, and I'm cool with whatever role they do pick for her. I mean, I think she would play a great version of her. Actually, she's actually perfect for the role if she wasn't as old as she is. Again, no offense to her age. I'm just saying, it's just a matter of fact. Like the character was a younger person. So, yeah.
You heard any update on Blade? Any on the Blade movie? Starring
yeah, they said that's done.
They're not doing it.
Yeah, they said it's a wrap. So it's canceled.
That kind of sucks.
It does suck. I think he was gonna do a great job, but it was a lot going on. I think it's just too many cooks in the kitchen, maybe. I know he was having issues with the story. Not saying he was wrong, because from what I hear, he was right to have those issues, and other writers were like, "Yeah, this shit is fucked up." Like, so then he took it over, but then it's just too much shit was going on. It was always constantly, and he ain't getting no younger either. He's up there. I mean, he can still do it, but he's getting up there too. He's like 50 something, 54 or something like that. I don't know. I know he looks younger than he is, but yeah, I mean, your body still can't be taking all that shit forever. Like you can't be doing all them stunts. And when I say all them stunts, I know he's gonna have stuntmen just like everybody else, but he may do some stuff. He still gotta have to run, and I'm sure they'll ask him to do some things that need a face. So he's still gonna have to do physical stuff. Most of the people in these movies have to do physical stuff. So
the only person who got to play Blade besides Wesley is Tretch, right? Didn't Tretch play?
yeah, that's a good little Marvel segment. Being late. I mean, when I think back to stuff, I'll be like, oh, that was 10 years ago. And it's like 30. Like I'll be like 1990. No, that shit came out.
The movie came out in 97.
Yeah, 97. So I was old.
I was like 16.
Yeah, I was.
But I was
old.
still into it. I was in my room doing that dance.
I was
slide with me, just slide with me, just slide with me.
And I ain't want to hear that shit. What was I in 97? I was like 23.
But see, I could appreciate that, but I still liked Michael Jackson, and I still would listen to DMX. But no, that was before X came out.
Yeah, that was before X.
But actually, maybe in '97,
A little bit before.
Maybe in '97 the mixtapes started coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know '98 the album came out.
But I know that's how a lot of people thought at that time about Will.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I was with him. I was always because I felt like probably because I related it. I liked it. Like I wasn't gangster. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't a thug. Like some of the stuff, to be quite honest, even though X was my favorite at one point, it was kind of hard. Some of the stuff was kind of cringy to listen to. It was kind of cringe for me to hear, or it was a hard listen sometimes to hear him say certain things.
Oh, okay.
Now, because I'm still a teenager, kind of a kid, but as I get older, I get used to. Actually, at one point, I couldn't go back to listen to X's old music.
Well, now, what happens to me now with music is weird because I'm like, damn, am I getting too old? Like, because I listen to some stuff now from like I've been on the kick. Like I got a Nas, not even greatest hits. It's just I call it Nas and Friends folder.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bunch of like miscellaneous songs in there by Nas. Some of that shit I can't listen to just because of what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And also I've been on these two lately. I got a Locks, not even a Locks, more like a Rough Riders, but it's mostly Locks because I wanted some of the Locks old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like a lot of stuff from them and Rough Riders Volume 1 and 2. And when I'm listening to it, some of the stuff they say, and I'm like, like this stuff is like, you know, even some of the terminology they use, like talking about different things. I don't really want to get into it, but like I was just like, oh man, like this is surely dated. Like they'd be canceled right now if this was coming out right now. Like stuff like that. So I get kind of cringy. I'm like, ooh.
And then on the other hand, there was maybe a playlist I can make of X's old stuff that I can listen to.
Yeah.
That I would listen to. You know. Like what's that one? The Rain.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who We Be. You know?
Yeah. I was like, ooh. Like, and shit. X just straight up came out and said he, will sexually assault someone.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is cringy to me.
Yeah. Like I used to, during my depressed teenage years, that It's Dark and Hell is Hot, that was the one. But like when I got older and tried to think more positively, it's like I couldn't go back and listen to certain stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though like some of that stuff is fire, like from just an artistic like hip hop point of view, like the music just like it's fire. You know, Stop Being Greedy, like
yeah,
like that's
shit.
a classic.
That's still my shit.
That album is a classic. I would give that a classic. What you think?
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
But we back on.
We back on.
So I wanted to talk about Kid and Play.
Kid and Play.
I've been watching a lot of interviews lately. A lot of them with just Kid in them, but I've seen like one or two with Play in them as well. And I've been really into them. You know, when I was younger, I was, so were you, right? You were into the movies, House Party.
Yeah, House Party.
1, 2.
See, I was into taping videos. Like,
okay.
Getting Funky was like I watched that. I remember. I think I was telling you last week. I had a tape, and that just happened to be the first video on the front of the tape. So it was the first video I taped, and I think that's when I started taping videos. When that video came out, whatever year that was, I don't know what the year that was, but I started taping videos, and I remember taping their video first. And I always used to, as soon as I rewind, when I rewatch the videos, I rewind the shit all the way to the beginning and put it in, and just be always that. Like I wouldn't get through the whole tape So I think that played a part too. Like the first 3-4 videos were like seared in my brain because I would definitely get past those all the time, and I would watch that shit over and over again. So, man, Getting Funky was just so dope to me. Having a block party and just their dancing, they was having fun, like all that shit. I mean, around that time anyway, it was all the hip hop was fun. A lot of it was. So, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal to have fun, but partying on the block, just having a block party like that. I think that's what made House Party great. Because when you heard they was coming out with House Party, it was like, damn, it's gonna be like Getting Funky video. Basically, that's gonna be the whole thing. You know, it was more than that, but yeah, they would always look at them fondly.
Yeah, me too. Like I think I was thinking about this. Outkast is my number one hip hop group of all time. For me personally, I think Kid and Play is number 2. For me personally, that's me and my taste.
Yeah, for me, it's not, but I ain't mad at that. Like, I ain't mad at it because Mobb Deep is my favorite. Well, I got different labels because I say duos and then I say group. Like I separate group from duos.
Okay.
For some reason. I don't know why I do that. It doesn't matter though.
Right.
I think you can say group for a duo too. Like they're a group.
Yeah.
They ain't a solo act.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. I just say duos for some reason, like Mobb Deep, Outkast. Like Mobb Deep's number 1, Outkast is number 2 for me. And I never thought about who's number 3. To tell you the truth. And Kid and Play could they definitely got a place on that list. Yeah, they definitely do.
You know where it gets a little tricky? As I had to define this for myself, it's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, they're a group. They're a duo.
Yeah, but that's like, okay. Well,
it's,
yeah, because you
like,
got Eric B and Rakim.
Yeah. And that's the same. That's on the same. And you know what? Yeah, I would have to think about it more because Eric B and Rakim is up there too. But I don't know if I would count DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and Eric B and Rakim because there's one MC, and everybody had a DJ, and that's true. But their DJ was prominent in the group. That's why I think the difference. Well, I think the difference with Jeff,
now hold on.
Jeff is the best DJ.
Now here's
on the planet.
Here's something I heard recently. Rakim say. Is Rakim said he used to make a lot of the beats.
Yeah, Rakim did.
But they didn't like really publicize that like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that would like change that a little, right?
I don't know because Eric B, you gotta see what he did, what his contributions were. I don't know all of his contributions.
Okay.
Like I don't know if he mixed some of the album. So that's how Dre was. Like people would be like, Dre's a DJ or Dre's a producer, but Dre's a everything. Like if you have Dre on your project, he's mixing, producing, mastering it. You know what I mean? He's doing all that shit. You know, it not saying he's doing it all the time. I don't know his process, like if they delegate it, but he's doing that on a project, especially his own project. Like he's doing more than just a normal DJ or producer would do, just because of his knowledge.
And I guess you would say the Roots is definitely a group.
Yeah, Roots,
and not everybody raps.
Yeah, they have like 3 rappers.
Okay, I see, but I just, yeah, it just.
But I wouldn't call. The thing that I would separate, maybe that's why I separate. I wouldn't call Eric B and Rakim a duo.
Right. Okay.
Or Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. I wouldn't call them a duo.
Okay.
I would call them a group.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call them a duo.
Okay.
Because to me, a duo, both people are kind of on Front Street.
Yeah.
Doing whatever, usually lyrics. Like, to me. That's and maybe that's why I do that. Maybe that's why I always separate it into duo or group or solo. Because of that. But I think Jazzy Jeff did way more than Eric B.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds
Because,
like
I mean, Jeff was, he's a producer. Like, he's a top-notch producer and one of the best DJs ever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, let's start a debate. Let's start a fake beef, right?
Fake beef.
What? Let's look it up if we can. What came out first?
What?
What's the DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince song?
Parents just don't understand.
No, the Brand New Funk or Kid and Plays Getting Funky. It used to be biting was the thing not to do, right? But people did it, right? People did it.
Man, people did it. 1988.
Brand New Funk came out in March.
Was Getting Funky on this album? I mean,
Too Hype?
Brand New Funk, was that on this album? Rock the House?
No, but I don't know. But Brand New Funk came out in March of '88. Kid and Play didn't even come out until the 20th October of '88.
Oh, okay. So
Brand New Funk was out first.
Brand New Funk was out first.
Now, lately I've been debating like, yo, I'm really feeling Getting Funky, right? Now, is that because I didn't really listen to it like that before? Is that because I've heard Brand New Funk before and I'm feeling like I'm liking Getting Funky better? I'm feeling like I'm liking Getting Funky better than Brand New Funk. And is that because I've heard it before? Or is that because I really do like Getting Funky better than Brand New Funk?
What you heard before?
Brand New Funk.
So you never heard Getting Funky?
I probably heard if Getting Funky is on Too Hype, then I definitely heard it before.
Don't remember hearing it.
No, because I used to listen to the whole album. I used to enjoy the whole album.
Oh, okay.
But and I had my favorites. But like really listening to it now, like that's a fire song and it holds up now. That beat and the rapping, And so you know both songs.
Yeah.
Which would you say you like more?
I think Getting Funky holds more weight for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of factors. I don't know. I like Brand New Funk too, though. But yeah, Getting Funky holds more weight. Like I would pick Getting Funky just because of how, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but how much it holds in my hip hop history.
Yeah.
Like it was around the time when I first started getting like really, really into hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like that was, that was it. Like that was the first video I recorded, first rap video I recorded. That's, it holds a lot of weight for me. Even though I don't listen to it now, and
play it in the car one time.
You keep saying
you'll
that, but
see.
I'm not.
You'll see.
I don't know if I'm.
You'll see.
I can't say that. I can't say it don't hold up.
Is it because
maybe because I've heard it so many times? Like maybe because I did it the song. Like the song was done for me.
It's kind of new to me because
it's new to you.
I didn't listen to it that much. Like Kid and Play, some of this stuff. It's like I caught on to some stuff late. Like I remember my brother was saying like he was into like rolling with Kid and Play, and like when he was younger,
mm-hmm.
and so and then I went back and I listened to stuff. I got that Too Hype album, after the movie and after the movies and stuff. I was into the movies, House Party 2. I've seen House Party 3. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw it. If I did, I don't remember it at all. I don't even know if I remember there was a House Party 3.
I remember in House Party 3, he's not with Gina no more.
Spoiler alert.
Matter of fact, in House Party 2, wasn't you with Gina? Or did they break up?
I think they broke up.
Okay, so but I remember.
But they were still. Well, I don't know. Yeah, House Party 1 I can recite through like House Party 2, I can't. I
remember
I just didn't watch it as much.
Yeah, I remember really liking House Party 2.
I did like it. Yeah, I remember liking it. But I just didn't watch it as much as House Party 1. House Party 1, I was watching that shit all the time.
I know what I remember. The one thing I remember about House Party 3 is that so Kid is about to get married, I think.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that shit. I didn't see that shit.
And his fiance, he bumps into Gina, but it was just like a nice to seeing you have a nice life. And I think that's how he described it in the movie. Nice seeing you have a nice life type of thing. But she thought it was something else. His fiance, when he saw them together.
Mm.
But it wasn't that. That was a thing. That's what I remember. And I think Immature was in it.
Yeah,
TLC
I never saw
it.
that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the movie.
Uh-huh.
I remember seeing them, but I never watched it. I never saw it, never watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think I was done. Like I was outgrew them. Period. And so I just
that
think
class.
it was like
I think what came out first, Class Act or House Party 3? I would think Class Act.
Class Act came out first.
Yeah. Because that was the bomb.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
Remember Class Act? No.
No, I remember some stuff about
I don't think
Class
I
Act.
ever watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I watched some of it.
Yeah.
But I think at that time I just wasn't into that stuff.
Okay.
Like I don't know when that came out, but
you were a little older.
yeah, I think I was into other stuff. It's just like
You was into the harder stuff.
Probably.
The harder hip hop stuff.
yeah.
But that was probably my introduction. And then they had music come out after that, like Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody. That's might be my favorite, one of my favorite Kid and Play songs. Might be my favorite.
Mm.
And then there's a song called Bounce. That I liked a lot. Was kind of more like the style started changing where like that was kind of more like more maybe a harder sound. They weren't talking like hard in the but the kid did say, "Ain't gonna hurt nobody, but I will if I have to." Bounce.
That's what it was. Yeah, he had to put that in there.
Yeah.
Because people was playing them. No pun intended.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
But yeah, man, I've been watching those interviews. But okay, so yeah, we got to the bottom of that. So Brand New Funk came out first. Okay. I think right now.
Why'd you ask that? Do you feel like they're similar songs?
Yeah.
Or
Brand New Funk.
I mean, they got the same name.
No, but listen, but the songs, it's like cutting up funk. It's like infused with funk in the hip hop. You know what I mean? Like they're using like funk and maybe soul.
So you feel like
ad-libs.
somebody bit whoever came second.
You know,
bit.
I was just thinking of a playful beef. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
You did say that.
Yeah,
You did say something
yeah.
about beefing. I ain't realized that's what you was talking about.
But just creating a playful beef. But not necessarily. That might not have happened. That might not. Who knows? I don't know.
Might have.
Or who knows? It could be a situation where I don't know. Who knows? It might have happened. But Getting Funky is dope. And right now I like Getting Funky better than Brand New Funk.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Wild.
But other than that, yeah, I've been watching a lot of like Kid like interviews with Kid. And I've seen a couple with Kid and Play. I think Kid's life could be a movie. Cause I found out some things I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Kid was a kid. So first of all, his mother was Irish.
Yeah.
And his dad was Jamaican. So, I think they had him in the 60s, and his mom's parents were racist. So when she even started seeing his dad, they kind of like they wasn't with it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it was when she started seeing his dad or when she got pregnant with him, they kind of like disowned her.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't speak. They didn't speak to her. Like, I guess, since from when he was born to the point where I think he was 9. There was a car accident, and suddenly, so it was him, his mom, and I think his mom's friend. His mom's friend and his mom died in the car accident. He lived. So then his dad came and got him, and he went from being with his mom to being with his dad, which basically like his life became. He went from being, I don't like to use certain terms, but for y'all to understand, he went from being with his white mom, which his mom was like, he said his mom was real cool. Like, his mom he would be around people of color. He would be around gay people. Like, he would be around different people anyway. Mm-hmm. But his life got blacker when his mom died and he lived with his dad.
That's natural. Yeah, that's natural. Like, if you don't go out your way, I mean, that's sometimes some of my beef with white parents that adopt black kids. Like, they don't go out their way to show them their culture and to have them around other black people. Like, if you don't go out your way, it would be hard. It's hard for a white person. I mean, it's easier for a white person not to see black people than it is for a black person not to see white people. Like there's white people wherever that never talk to a black person. So if the only person black is your son or your kid, daughter, whatever, you got to really go out your way to expose them to their culture.
Well, it sounds like, and it sounds like what she did. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think in her case, it sounded like she did a good job keeping them around, like, or maybe that's just who she was. She was just around.
Yeah, I was about to say,
anyway.
like, if that could have just been her, or maybe she did it consciously.
Yeah,
a lot of times they do have to do it consciously. And that's the thing.
And one of the things he was saying was, like, black people, they was accepting of him. Like, white people, if you had one drop of black in you, like, and I say racist. I'll say racist people.
Yeah,
like racist white people. They didn't want nothing to do with him. So he went where he was accepted.
Yeah, Yeah, true.
And he was saying,
as you should.
And he was saying that his mom's parents, who hadn't spoke to her his whole life at that point, went to court and got her pension. Got her pension.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then and
I'm sure it was probably easy to do.
I think that
she wasn't married. She must not be.
I don't think so. No, she wasn't with his dad because he said she recognized early that his dad was a player and she just wasn't with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what happens.
But his dad did step in and took him in and raised him. And I really think either kid's life, including play eventually, or them together, it could be a movie. Just imagine that. I don't even want to imagine that. Like, a kid in the car with his mom and her friend, they have an accident, and the mom and the friend are both dead, and he lives. Like, just that opening scene, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that happens.
And it's interesting because I watched several different interviews, and he'll say the same stuff in several different interviews, but I don't get tired of it. Like, I don't really get tired of it. But it's just interesting watching him. Like, he's interesting to me, and just watching aging in hip hop, just watching, just understanding that things change, and watching one of my favorites age. I didn't keep up with him all this time, and just hearing about after, like, because I knew at one point when I was into Kid and Play like that, at one point, Play decided he didn't want to be Play anymore. You know, he got into Jesus.
Oh yeah.
He got saved.
I do remember that.
And then I saw a Kid
Original Malice.
Huh?
Original Malice.
Yeah. I saw a Kid on Sister.
Sister.
And then after that, I saw him a couple times on there. And then recently I learned that he does comedy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he's funny. I've been watching some of his stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of it, but I did know that he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of that, listening to the older music, just like listening to Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody, driving in my car. Like, it's fun, you know? Like, it's like, wow, I don't hear rapping like this no more. This style, you know, or this music, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's fat, yo.
It's fat. It's fat.
It's fat.
Yo, there's some words that stay for you, like dope. Like dope is like still, I mean, it's super mainstream now. Everybody uses it. Like you'll see it in commercial. Mm-hmm. So that's how mainstream it is. And there's some stuff that just fall off. Yeah. Fat is one of them. But
it was one of my favorites.
I haven't heard that shit in like 30 years until you just said it.
Said it a
while ago,
was the shit. Like in the 90s,
fat.
That's fat, yo.
That's fat.
Like,
that shit don't even sound right to me right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's fat. It's fat.
Yeah. I remember I had said a rap one time to one of my sister's ex. He was like, yeah, that's a fat rhyme.
That's a fat rhyme. Yeah, that's wild. It's fat. Yo, you checked out Love, Death, and Robots?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. I want to. Yo, when you see this one, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm just going to tell you it's about aliens. Mm-hmm. So you'll know when you see it. That shit is so fucking wild and had me dying. Like I couldn't breathe last night. It was so fucking funny. But I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but there's a part, I want to tell you so bad.
No, don't tell me.
I ain't gonna tell you. But it's wild though. Like it's wild as hell. Mm-hmm. The whole thing. But that shit, I couldn't fucking breathe when I was watching this shit. I was laughing so hard.
Are all the episodes out? Or how many episodes?
10.
Okay.
But, some of them's, and the first, I ain't gonna tell you, but the first episode is so dope. And I'm like, damn, yo, this is wild. Like, I want to talk to you about it when you see it.
It's just like,
I don't like the lengths. That's the only thing I don't like. I wish they were longer.
Okay.
You got 7 minutes.
Oh, really?
17 minutes. Yeah, it's just like the other seasons.
Oh.
Like, that's how the other seasons were.
Okay, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, like they had 5-minute episodes.
That Black
10-minute episodes and
that Black Mirror, yo. You know that one episode with the mechanical bees?
Yeah.
That was like a movie, yo.
Yeah.
It was I kept thinking that, and then it went the length of like damn near a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are long, some of them are like movie length.
Yeah, and not
it's
just
basically that's what it is. Yeah. It's a movie.
Yeah, not just the length, just what was happening, like the plot and this scene and that scene, and like it was like a movie. I'm like, wow, that Black Mirror is something else.
Sound like my mom. Black Mirror is something else.
Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. I be on the road, so it's like I'll be waiting till I'm off to watch stuff. So it's taking me so long.
You gotta jam everything into 2 days.
Like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, that's what it is. That's how it is. Period. And you jamming everything into 2 days. You jamming your errands. You jamming in everything. Like going shopping, going get food, like whatever. Helping your mom, like all that shit is in 2 days because you driving.
Yeah,
like you ain't got time to do anything really while you driving during the week.
True. I mean, Depending on how. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, if you, I'm sure there's people that drive that are multitaskers and can get different stuff done. Like, you know, people have laptops. Truck stops have laundry. I go to sleep.
Yeah.
When I try, like when I'm done driving.
That's
for the
probably
day,
what you need to do, though. Like you driving a truck, a big ass truck. Like you probably need to go to sleep when it's time, when you done.
Give me a while to catch up because I would have been done with Black Mirror already, probably.
Yeah.
If I could.
Yeah.
Like watch it like that. And like I said, like after I don't have time to be on the road to watch stuff. I gotta go to sleep. You know?
Yep.
People got TVs in the truck and all that. I never did that. Did I ever have a TV? No, I might have bought a TV, but I never hooked it up.
Mm.
And I feel like I don't have a need for it. If I want to entertain myself, I got my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but some people don't like watching. I don't like watching shit on my phone.
Okay.
So I need to watch something bigger than that. Like
when I was over the road, and I used to have sometimes I'd be sitting for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be watching movies and stuff. I'd be watching stuff like I used to be in the truck so long, waiting to get a new load or something. I go in the truck stop and be in the driver's lounge. I never do that no more. I be in the driver's lounge watching Law and Order or something on the TV, like. But I never do that. I don't have time to do that no more. You know, because it's different now. It's different what I do now. Like I'm Northeast Regional, so it's like I got my route every week, and I'm just trying to do my best to make the best time with my route. It's like it's not. I'm not waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
And not even with going to a receiver where I would have to wait for them to unload it. Mm-hmm. Except for when I go pick up a load or, you know, bring a backhaul to the main warehouse. But other than that, I'm dropping off stuff. And I go. Like, I unload it and I go. I don't know when I'll get to
Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, I be saying
You
sex.
always say sex. Like, that's big on your brain.
What's it called? Love, Death, and Robots? Love, Death, and Robots wouldn't be much of a diversion anyway.
No, because that's the only reason I stopped watching it. Because I'm on 4. Like, I only watched the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they're short as fuck, but I didn't want to just speed through it. So I was like, let me stop.
Okay.
Because, you know, I think the first one's like 7 minutes. The second one's like 15 minutes. Third one's like 9 minutes or something like that.
I wonder why.
But I'm thinking because of the time it takes to make
that's what I was
things.
Thinking. Yeah.
Like those animations or whatever, however they do it, like whatever. Like when you see number 1, I want you to let me know. Because that shit is
I mean, I might start checking if they're only a few minutes.
It's Close Encounters of the Minicon. That's the one that I was telling you about that I was dying. Yeah, first one's 6 minutes, second one's 7 minutes, the third one's 17 minutes.
Oh.
Fourth one's 15 minminutes. Fifth one's 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 15.
Oh, you can watch that in
8
a couple
and
hours,
14.
right?
Yeah. That's why I had to stop. Because I was like, I don't want to keep, I want stuff to watch. Like, I don't want to run through it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch that shit in 2 hours if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll probably watch the rest of it tonight. You saw Andre 3000 gave the commencement speech in Berkeley Music.
Oh, I didn't know he did it already.
Yeah.
I seen a headline.
Oh, yeah, he did it. It was pretty great too. Like, I really liked what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I know because it was very human and normal, because he said when he got the call, his first thought, he was excited, but then he started doing, he was like, I do this thing that I do. Start thinking, why are they asking me? Like, why somebody that, he said, if you pulled up a keyboard right now and asked me to play a E note in high or whatever, he's like, I couldn't do it. He said, so why are these geniuses, these music geniuses, want to hear from me? So he was just talking about that. But I didn't see the whole speech, but I saw like 10 minutes of it. And yeah, he got into, it's cool to see because I guess younger people they were into it, and it's cool to see the admiration because he was talking about he was like my first piece of music equipment was an MPC, and people was like yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's cool because all these is music people. So and that's what he was talking about. He's like we was raised on synthesizers and drum machines. We didn't really know how to play instruments, and you know you guys are different. Like y'all different, a lot of you. So he got into that, and yeah, it was dope though. Like it was dope to see him give this speech, and I'm like, damn, this some good stuff. And then your boy, the pianist, is mad at him. Then that's the next headline I saw because he's coming out with a piano album.
Yeah, it's out.
And oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know. I ain't heard it, but dude said it was trash. He's like a classically trained pianist.
Who is it?
It's some black guy.
But I did hear, like, I was watching a podcast and I heard a couple people say the same thing as far as, like, technically, you know.
Yeah, he don't know how to play the piano.
Right.
Like, so I guess that's why dude was mad. It probably is a little bit of hate too, which I kind of can understand. Like because of you having this name, you could just put out this album. That's how he's feeling, I believe. I'm speaking for him. I don't know. But I can kind of understand that. If you've been working all your life at something and maybe or maybe not, I don't know the guy, so I don't know where he is in life or where he is with his music, but maybe you're not where you want to be and you worked all your life with this music. Then here comes this rapper that's just putting out musical instrument albums that they're not even good in your eyes or in, you know, people that know what they're doing's eyes, but he's getting all this fanfare for it. So I can totally understand. I mean, I'm an Andre 3000 fan, so I'm like, fuck the hate, you know, but I can understand where they're coming from. I can understand that.
I think I can understand it as well. I don't know if I should say it, but I'm an Andre 3000 fan, and I started to listen to the album, and
the piano album.
Yeah, and I quickly stopped.
I didn't know it was out already.
Yeah,
that's wild because the fact that what he said at that speech, I thought he said that, you know, and maybe
it's only been out maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been out then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before that speech, I believe, because I think that speech was like yesterday or day before.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is wild to me that he said he happened to say that in that speech that he, you know, if you tell me where I wouldn't be able to play it. Yeah. I thought maybe it inspired him. That's what I thought when I heard he was coming out with a piano album. I was like, oh, maybe because I only heard that after his speech. So I thought it was coming. So I thought that inspired him to learn the piano, like to learn enough to put this album out. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. I was thinking, but now that I know that, I'm like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But I like this flute album. I listened to the flute album.
Did I? I don't know if I got through. I wanted to.
The flute album was my music. Like that's what I listened to at work.
Okay.
Like that type of music anyway is what I listen to while I'm typing or while I'm, you know, doing paperwork or forms that I need to concentrate on. I can't listen to stuff with words. So I listen to instrumentals and usually classical music, but I started listening to his album because it sounds better, you know, not technically, but better than some of the other stuff that I listen to. I just could vibe with it more. So that's the only reason I've heard his whole album multiple times.
I don't know if I got all the way through it. I did buy it because I wanted to support. I mean, you know,
I ain't buy it.
I bought it.
I ain't buy it. I streamed it though. I ain't downloaded it for free, but I ain't buying that shit.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't want to buy the piano album, and it's never any Andre 3000 hate.
Nah,
I started listening to it, and it was kind of like, because I've heard like wonderful piano players before.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and I did a little messing around. I had a class.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't into it, so I turned it off, and I had no plans of listening to it again. And and I didn't feel compelled to buy it at all. And I actually heard that this is 11 years old, and he decided to put it out. And I'm like,
The piano album?
Yeah. Wonder why.
Maybe he got inspiration. Maybe he did get inspiration. Was like, I played the piano. It's good enough. Maybe now he's like, it's good enough. Back then it wasn't. I don't know.
I'm with him. Like, hopefully this will lead to an album with vocals on it. You know, he put a flute album out. He put a piano album out.
It's getting closer and closer. We can mess all that shit together. You rap, bitch.
Yeah. Because, but listen. I think you don't necessarily have to be a good piano player or a good instrument player, period, or have a lot of experience or knowledge to be a good producer.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
That Love Below album is classic, and he produced that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? It's really well done. You know, so, yeah, I mean,
there's a million examples.
Right.
People that can't, they're not trained anyway, and they teach themselves enough to be good producers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the age-old shit that hip-hop has been, the hate hip-hop has been getting for years anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that they don't play musical instruments, that's what the heavy metal people was doing for years, hating hip-hop because it was taken over, and they're like, this ain't music.
Mm-hmm.
But it is music. It is music.
And then also, I think also you can be good at music and not, you can be good at music. You could be good at, like, there's people who can play the piano probably that probably can't read like the notes and stuff.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people that play. Yeah. There's a lot of people play by ear.
Yeah.
You can be great because most of the time you're great at one instrument.
Yeah.
So you can be great at one instrument and not necessarily be a good producer.
Right. You could be somebody that needs a producer.
Yeah. Or you need somebody that can do something else, like can do the drums or something. Yeah. That's like Pharrell was like that in the beginning. Chad would fix all his drums basically.
Shuggy Otis. I'm thinking of Shuggy Otis. Shuggy Otis just came up. His dad was a musician, I think, and he could play everything.
Yeah,
he could play everything. I remember saying that Quincy Jones came to him like wanted to produce him. He was like, I don't need a producer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing, man. Like that's something that's a dream for me. Like to be able to do that. Like I wish I could be able to do that. Play every instrument, play everything, put everything together, arrange everything, engineer.
That's one of the reasons why I always said Prince.
That's
the same. I think that's the same argument. Prince and Michael Jackson is the same argument of LeBron and Michael Jordan to me. Like that's like I know Michael Jackson is the guy. I know he was super talented. He had, more success commercially. He's just as talented, depending on how you're looking at it. But Prince could go in the studio by himself, make a whole fucking album himself, and it'd be good. Like play every instrument. Fundamentals is crazy. But again, how many people will say Prince is better than MJ as far as their like all around or whatever? Like there's not a lot of people that's gonna say that because of other stuff that MJ did, like the intangible stuff, sometimes tangible stuff, but I think it's like two sides of the same coin.
I think I think Michael Jackson, the things he was good at, he was extremely good at, and I think that also there's things, maybe not very well known things, like Michael Jackson produced like some songs, and I used to wish that he did a whole album instead of going with Teddy Riley or like he went with Teddy. I think basically after Quincy, he kind of went with Teddy Riley.
He always needed that super producer.
But I think like I wanted an album that he produced himself.
I would have liked to see what he could have done.
I
don't
Stranger
know,
in Moscow.
but maybe he tried,
Uh-huh.
and maybe it just didn't work. Cause you know, having one person in that hasn't worked a lot. Let me put it that way. Having a producer and like in a lot of genres, that hasn't worked a lot. Having one person produce a whole album and be the artist. Like there's a few that it has worked, and even some of those, you know, there were other consultants, there were other people on that, you know, helping, arranging, stuff like that. So it's hard to say. It's hard to.
We got Prince, and then we know. Well, as far as I know, Andre 3000, The Love Below is him.
Yeah.
I know
Dr. Dre, but he don't write. So Dr. Dre.
I don't know. Like I want to say D'Angelo, but I know that Voodoo was a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
A lot of artists.
Yeah.
I don't know about the first album.
Yeah, I don't know about the first album.
But as far as Michael Jackson, I think Earth Song was him. I think he produced. I think he wrote stuff. He wrote stuff before, but
yeah,
I don't. And as far as producing, I don't know how involved. But then you could producer. You don't necessarily even have to play anything, right?
Depending. I mean, you know, Quincy Jones did, of course. And Teddy Riley. They both, you know, they both heavy in the instruments. But as a credit, no, you don't have to do anything. You just giving a little direction,
right?
And you can be a producer.
Like Stranger in Moscow, Earth Song is fire. Stranger in Moscow, and there's other songs I can't think of them all right now. But I feel like I would have loved a Michael Jackson produced Michael Jackson album. Like some of my favorite songs are songs that came from him. You know what I mean? Like all from him. You know, so I think what I'm trying to say is he was talented. Like I think it seemed like a lot of the beats, like he was beatboxing without like, you know, like doing it for show. Like he would be doing that. You would hear him doing that on the song, or maybe he'd be in the studio and he'd be doing that, you know? I think he was talented in that way. Maybe not as talented at the instruments and all of that as Prince, and maybe experienced in producing and all that as Prince. But I think he had like a great ear, you know? And I think he had his talents, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, yeah, you could, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Quincy Jones. It was a, you know, collaborative effort, but Quincy Jones helped him out a lot. And he had some hits with Teddy Riley too.
Yeah.
And, you know, back in the day, I didn't know he worked with Teddy Riley. I didn't know. That wasn't as known to me as knowing that Quincy Jones worked
Teddy Riley, he worked with everybody.
No, but I just didn't know that Teddy Riley was behind like Dangerous and like.
Yeah, see, I knew all that.
Yeah. And then
I mean, I was a Teddy Riley fan. So like I was a Teddy Riley fan early. You know, I had all his music. All Backstreet,
yeah.
Like I was just a fan of theirs. I was a fan of his production style. I just at that time. Like, man, I beat that CD up. I beat Backstreet CD up.
With the one with Let's Stay in Love on it?
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, that shit.
That one was fun.
Yeah, I beat that shit down. Damn, that's crazy. I ain't heard none of them songs since. Like, I ain't heard none of that music since.
I recently listened to...
I probably should. I keep getting old music pop up on my YouTube now. And I listen to it. I see the stuff and I'm like, I don't want to listen to it. and then I click on it and I end up hearing the whole, like I end up listening to the whole video because it just grips me again.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how this shit work because I'm not thinking about the songs. It's not like I want to go back and listen to them, but then once I hear them again, like I'm just like, and I don't think it's gonna do that to me,
right?
Cause I don't even want to really look at this video. Like I got other shit to do. So I see a video, I'll be like, let me click this real quick. I remember this.
Yeah.
And then I end up sitting there watching the whole thing, and then going on to some other videos, some old school videos.
I was like that recently. Like I put a song on, an older song, and I was singing it, and I thought I might turn it off, but I just kept singing it. I was into it. I was enjoying it like I used to.
Joey Badass.
Okay.
Joey Badass. And I don't know the guy, the other guy that he's beefing with, Ray Vaughn.
Okay.
You know him? I know he's on TDE.
I've heard the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know him.
I heard the song, but
so I can't. Like, I don't want to diss him, and because Joey's my dude. Like,
okay.
Like, I got him. Like I got him in a battle. I got him in a battle. I got him in almost any battle. You know, I think, I don't know, Joey be getting slept on. He's one of the younger dudes that I really like, and I got into him late. Like I wasn't on when he first came out. I just remember not Michelle Obama, the daughter. The daughter was like a really big fan of his, and I remember she dropped his name on something, and it was a big thing because they're like, "Oh, the president's daughter dropped Joey Badass Pro Era on." I think she was interviewing somewhere or something, and she said that was her favorite rapper.
Okay.
But he's nice. He always been nice. But the few things, the first thing I saw was the freestyle with Big Sean and Ab-Soul. You saw that? I sent it to you. I don't know.
I heard about it. I haven't listened.
Yeah, that shit. I think he had the best verse. Nothing against Ab-Soul and Big Sean because they definitely did a thing. And somebody said that Big Sean be bringing the best out of people, and I can't argue. It seems that way. Like whenever somebody's on a song with him, like they seem to bring their A game. I mean, maybe because they know, because Big Sean is nice. Like regardless of how you feel about him or whatever. It took me a long time to get into him too because of like sometimes his voice I don't like, or the way it sounds. Sometimes I don't like, but lyrically he's a beast. So, but yeah, that freestyle had little jabs. And it's funny because him and Ab-Soul, they would in the video, like he says something and he's like, whoa, Ab-Soul's like, whoa, you know, but it's kind of like playful. So I'm like, I wonder how they feel about that. Because I know TE ain't TDE what it was, but still, like they're still all affiliated. So I don't know. Maybe Abs is just like, whatever, like I ain't, you know, I say something, but I'm still in this video with him. Like I'm still working with him. So then I saw Ray Vaughn came out with a diss. I couldn't tell you what he said in it. I heard it once. I listened to it once, but I ain't really listened to it. But then finals, Joey dropped after, you know, responding to Ray Vaughn. That shit. He fucking torched him. Seems to be the consensus though. I'm biased. I know I'm biased. So anybody that's Ray Vaughn fan, no offense to him and his fans because he seemed like a cool dude. He seemed like he can spit, but I just don't hear much. I haven't heard much from him, and he's not on my radar really. Joey's been on my radar. I didn't realize. It seems Joey is older than he is. I always think he older than he is. He only 30. Like I thought he was older because his first album came out when he was 16. Okay. So that first time I saw him, he was 16. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that he was that young. And now he's been in all the shows and movies and he's a beast, an actor. He's a good actor. You watch Kanan, Raising Kanan? Oh, you don't watch that. That's the best one. That's the best. I like that better than Power. That's the best spinoff, definitely. But I like it better than the main show.
Might have heard the Ray Vaughn song, but that came out a while ago, right?
No, that just.
Oh well, no.
Yeah, that just came out after. I think after the freestyle.
No, I haven't heard none of it.
Because
a while ago, because a while ago, Joey Badass dropped something.
Whole era. That's the song I'm talking about. That's the new one.
Those songs I haven't heard, but I think they did throw shots before.
No, they have. They have been. They've been jabbing.
Yeah,
they've been jabbing. So that's
because Joey Badass had the song where he said too much West Coast dick licking.
Yeah,
and then after that,
yeah.
Then maybe Ray Vaughn said
I
something.
think they said something from that.
Okay.
And cause in the freestyle he was like, this ain't East versus West.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I ain't got nothing against the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
This against Ray Vaughn or whatever, and he go on, he said it more eloquently than that, but I think you might be right. That is where it came from. But I think he was just being general. But I guess being from the West Coast, you gonna take offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I ain't want to get too deep into it because it just started anyway. But the fact that he dropped Kendrick's name, I wonder if Kendrick gonna say something. Because in the freestyle,
Joey Badass did?
Yeah, he he was like, there's no beef with none of y'all other than him. But he was like, Kendrick, I'm always ready. So whatever. So he did say that because he was saying like, I know you're gonna take up for DDE, and I wouldn't expect nothing less from you. Lyrically, he got some shit. He can go.
Yeah. I know a song I've been listening to. It's by A. Marie. It's called Mine. It's a new song. Only you. Something like that.
Oh, okay. Something like that.
She does it much better. It's like hypnotic.
Much better. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out because I'm a fan of hers.
Recently saw her on a podcast, and she was just talking about coming back out, and has I think I read she hadn't listened to music for like 10 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just how she used to feel when she first came out, and compared to how she feels about it now. So,
okay.
Only you.
I might have heard that song. It sounds kind of familiar, but then again, I don't know. You could be singing a whole bunch of songs at once, so I don't know.
It's good.
That's cool.
I was saying, once you create something and put it out there, people can always enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why rappers always say they're gonna live forever. Like, so many songs where rappers be like, "I'm gonna live forever," and that's what they talking about from their music. Yeah, we gonna wind it down with this episode. What we thinking? Touched on a lot of
beat. Just laying on the guitar. You all right, Ben?
No, I had a hiccup and a burp at the same time, so that shit kind of got stuck in my throat, and I was laughing at your hype beat.
Oh.
But yeah, we thank you for joining us today, whenever you're listening or watching. So we're gonna get out of here. You got anything to say in closing?
Yeah, thank you for tuning in to this fat podcast.
Fat dope.
We taking
beats.
it back to the 90s, the early 90s.
You suckers.
Smooth, dope lyrics.
Smooth, dope lyrics. All right, we gonna wrap it up. All right, peace. Be safe.
One love.
Treat everybody kindly.
2 dope MCs. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, subscribe. You can give another try and take it real high if you want it.